Welcome. My name is Margot Matti, and I will be providing you an energetic forecast for the year 2023. I highly encourage you to take a moment to just be, just breathe, to find stillness within yourself, perhaps closing down your eyes, exhaling out the breath, inhaling deeply. Focusing on the third eye, send the breath through the third eye as you exhale and inhale. As we move forward in this water year, this is the year of the water rabbit. I highly encourage you to find peace within yourself, to find the ways to anchor yourself emotionally as we move through these waters. So one of the themes of the water rabbit that came to me was the ability to go with the flow of all the different types of waters. The emotional waters, the informational waters, the psychic waters, and to be able to discern what it is you're receiving, what it is you're allowing in, how you're allowing it to affect you, okay? We all have waters within us. We are made up of water. And when we allow other waters to permeate our borders, our boundaries, and they may not be the best for us, it contaminates our waters. So, consider if you're allowing your waters to be continually infiltrated, to not have boundary with your waters. And how then that lets in darkness, that lets in energy that veers you off your path, so to speak. Although you can never be off path, maybe you give yourself a bit of a tougher time in your course. So being able to navigate your inner waters, being able to love your holy waters within you, and how you speak upon yourself, how you love yourself, how you are with your emotions, and how you allow that to express. Thus, the waters of you, the drop that you are, how it is radiated out into the world, how people perceive you. And water has many different forms, many different ways to move and to be. So you will be perceived in certain ways, and that's also okay, being okay with that, with the flow of information that comes to you about who you are and what to allow to wade back into the ocean, and what to allow to become a part of your psyche, a part of your being, if you so wish it to be. Emotional balance is going to be really key moving forward, is what I receive often. So this year and beyond. Also, last year was a water year. It was the year of the water tiger. So really compounding upon what it is we learned last year, the lessons we learned from last year. And I did a little brief video on that, if you'd like to check that out. So as we move forward into 2023, we're also being asked to take those lessons with us. You know, we don't want to just drop it. We don't want to forget what it is that we went through and what we learned, and how we can then continue to elevate through some of those lessons, or to integrate that inside of us, and to really be looking at things that maybe we repressed or suppressed or denied or pushed aside. I pulled the shadow card as one of the cards, and I'll read to you about that. But first I'd like to show you the overall theme for 2023 is the duck. It's a certain kind of duck. It's a certain kind of duck. The wood duck. The wood duck. So the wood duck is perceived to be very beautiful and can even be so beautiful that it looks like a decoy. I thought that very striking. So to really be on the lookout for what looks like a total package, what seems like a total package, what visually is appealing, but the soul is not going to take to it. It's a decoy. It's false because its appearance is just an appearance. The depth of what it is not there. The soul is not online, so to speak. You're dealing with a programmed being or creation, and to be very discerning about this, to allow your intuition to lead you to those souls that are genuine and authentic in who they are and what they are and how they want to show up in the world and for themselves and their community and such. And to also be discerning about what's going to be arising in the collective field, in the arena of all areas of the world, politics, weather, tensions, religion, liberation, voice, equality, fairness, all of these things. Okay, these things are going to continue to arise. So to buckle down, to really anchor yourself through all of the waves. Okay, I was talking to a friend earlier. We were talking about waves, how the waves can keep coming at you and coming at you and coming at you, and you're like, I can't take any more. Okay, so hopefully that's what last year was for, so that you could anchor yourself and really find a peace, a pillar of peace, I like to call it, so that as we move forward, you won't be knocked off your pillar of peace. It's going to be really important, okay? So, to be discerning about all the energies that are going to be coming up, and to be able to anchor yourself through all of it, no matter what comes up, to still be able to come to the peace within yourself, and to find the tools to do so, to be able to continue to have resiliency, and to discover through the presence everything as it should be. You will not feel as though you're making so many choices. You will feel as though you're led. You're navigated from source, from your ancestors. And you will feel at peace with how you will operate. You won't feel so much tension and discord, because you will have integrated shadow aspects and things that maybe you were previously denying. Okay? Have to find emotional equanimity and balance this year. Discern with the inner eye, with the third eye, from within. Be aware of the senses, but don't allow them to lead you. Don't allow them to make decisions for you. Okay? I want to read to you about the shadow. Also, themes for this year. Keywords I got: family, fun, future, fear versus presence. Shadow. Confronting your fears and programs. What may be holding you back? If you keep living from pain, then you will disallow love, fun, and future elevations in all areas of your life. Find high ground. Don't get flooded by darkness via negativity, victimization, judgment, resentment, jealousy, etc. nor allow these energies to impede you stepping into more of who you are this year. Stay focused. Hone intuition. See the gray in all things. Find wisdom. What have you been denying? Perhaps. Okay. Or what did you deny that you have now dealt with and you're integrating? You're moving forward from that. I have a quote about denial. Denial demands denying that we are in denial. This is from a book called Wetiko. With the wood duck as well, do you project onto others? Do you live in otherness and in hierarchy, wherein you are separating and disconnecting from that which is below you, beneath you, not good enough to be with or around you? So this is a judgment. This is hierarchy. And this doesn't mean that we are not being aware of the energies so that we are not entangling ourselves with that which may likely get us off our path. This is more of the checking yourself and maybe your snobbishness or your elitism or your sense of I'm better than you, because this feeds the hierarchical energy in the world. This feeds the shadow of that. And then we say, oh, the world is so bad, blah, 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 all of this, so I can't believe they do that to people. But we are judging people and placing people beneath us all the time, or not feeling worthy enough, placing people higher than us on pedestals, okay? So we really need to be looking into this year. That's the shadow. I also pulled the shapeshifter. The shapeshifter. Water can take on many forms. What are you, or who are you taking shape for? Shift perspective to clear the shadow. Be open to wisdom and information. Shifting out of tiger mindset into rabbit mindset. What does that invoke in you? Okay. If you sit with those animal spirits, from predator to prey, will we be more aware of our surroundings and observant of energies? I believe that it's going to be very key. Pay attention to the world stage, as I was saying earlier. Things will be revealed through shadows. The shadows will come up, okay? Have integrity. Just because of whatever is going to be going on or whatever you see around you, you still need to have integrity, especially for yourself and how you operate and how you show up. Uphold your dreams. Okay? I also pulled the mystic. The mystic. Allow flow and natural unfoldings of life to enlighten you. Integrate the shadow and all the roles and archetypes you have played out in your, and now come into your true nature. Live in presence without the weight of the past and the world upon you, so as to truly affect change, to invoke change in the world. Do not be so easily, do not give yourself away so easily. Do not allow access to you so easily. Be really discerning about your boundaries. The mystic knows when solitude, rest, and patience are required. Transformation, alchemy. When we take responsibility for our darker half, we take away the burden of darkness from our unconscious. That's another quote from that book, Wetiko, by Paul Levy, or Levy. I'm not sure how to say the last name. So, those were those cards from the archetypal deck, and I will list the creator of those cards in the comments below. I pulled from some other decks as well. So I also pulled from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. So the first one I pulled was take a reality check, full moon and Capricorn. And I will read to you my notes from this card. Assess the shadow, where you are versus where you want to be. Also, I was speaking to my friend, just literally check in with yourself. And if you need to breathe more to calm yourself down, do that for yourself. If you need to move, move. If you need to go be in a quiet room by yourself, do that. If you need to let out sound, do that. Check in. What do I need? Versus what do I want? What do I need right now? I got that, for this year, calendars, like notebooks, sticky notes, phone notes, etc. are going to come in handy if you're really tuning in to things that keep coming up for you that Spirit is wanting you to take note of or to write down. Also good for setting goals. Creating a vision board, having your desires out in front of you in a visually appealing way can really be very beneficial for inspiration, motivation, and remembrance of your power and what you're capable of. Take responsibility and accountability. Be grateful. Save money and resources. Spend intentionally. Invest in hands-on skills, things that will help you to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant. I also pulled the card Go For It, and this is a new moon in Aries. Be willing to connect and network. Do not hide in your bunny underground. Satisfied and content with monotony and comfortability. So you need to be checking that and knowing when rest is rest, and also when monotony and comfortability are affecting your progress. Progress your lineage. Choose wisely when it comes to your company and how much you spend your time and where you are getting your resources from. Some will try to mooch off you if you're being a cute little fluffy kind bunny, but you have to move yourself forward. So you have to shake off stagnant energy and company sometimes, okay? And also know when to invite people who are authentic and loving and supportive and kind into your little zen bunny space. Cool Your Emotions was the next card I got. Cool Your Emotions. It's full moon in Aries. So that's the second Aries card that I pulled. So water is all about emotions. Keep them moving. Allow yourself to feel them. Don't stuff them. Don't try to push yourself aside. Don't try to distract yourself from them. Feel them and do your best to just let them be and let them move through you without attaching yourself or going down into rabbit holes of the past or the future. And if that does come up, allow yourself to just feel through it, to just breathe through it, to be in that, so that it releases and dissipates more harmoniously and effortlessly and more quickly usually. You have to allow that to happen so that the dam doesn't break down, so that we don't have all this build up and then it crashes, through the dam, or breaks through the dam, okay? We have to allow the trickle, the flow to be a little bit more even keel, because we don't want all this buildup of water that then will push through anything, okay? Like a volcano, but with water. So feel, release, talk to someone you trust or love. Don't let the emotions overtake you this year. This could sometimes get in the way of your prosperity and opportunities. Okay, so you really need to be meditating and being with yourself, and again, having resiliency and finding those things that are going to work for you. Creating a toolbox on all levels: physical, emotional, spiritual, mentally. Okay. Okay, I also pulled some tarot cards. So I pulled the Seven of Wands, Fire card. So what I wrote down for this card, the 7 chakras, the 7 altars to investigate within yourself, and it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7 year. Okay, so that number, when you add up 2023, we get 7. So to investigate just the number 7 in general as well, and how that number resonates with you and how it will resonate in the energy of this year. 7 choices. Which trail will you begin to flow down? Or which ones will you explore? You know, maybe explore multiple, but making a choice about that. Breakthrough patterning by disrupting reactions, and do not continue to seek to numb the pain and or emotions. They're information. So listen and allow the information to come through, to clear the channels within you, to wash yourself clean, and to begin anew. The 7 of Wands can also be about going into the battle, being ready, still being prepared for what's to come, and you know, despite all the trials you face, still being, okay, I'm ready for what's coming. I'm ready for what might come my way. Despite everything that I've been through, I have to be, you know, on game. I have to be in the zone. Okay? King of Wands. I pulled the King of Wands as well. The King of Wands. Do your intentions match your actions? Do your intentions match your actions? I believe I also heard before about this from Feel Good, if you're familiar with Feel Good. So, you know, your intentionality and your actions, they have to match. We can't be saying one thing and then doing another, basically, right? We have to be using our energy for that which we desire. And then we're going to be going forward with that energy that we have concentrated, that we've churned, that we've really been with, that we've given our focus and our attention to. Then that energy, we bring that out into the world. It will naturally move us forward, okay? Bring regality to your presence and your actions. This is a masculine energy card as well. So to be balancing that, to be checking that sometimes. When do I need to actually sit back more instead of always going for the punch? Always, okay, well, we gotta go do this without like really sitting with yourself and being first. So to learn to be more receptive and discerning about your impulses and habituations. Listen more before speaking and acting. Some things should be kept to oneself if it will only do more harm than good. Like your opinions, your critiques, okay. Consider sometimes that your critiques are not helpful if you don't have a way to help to soothe or to give wisdom or insight or solution to the person that you are critiquing, or the system, or whatever it is that you're critiquing. I also pulled the King of Swords. That's an air card. So a lot to do with the thoughts, with the flow of the ethers and all of the things that swirl around in the collective airs as well, to be discerning about what you're taking on as your thought versus what is a collective thought. Mastery of mind will be paramount moving forward. Seek assistance if needed. Emotions build from the thoughts. In order to flow with the water this year, you need to start shaping your reality more through discipline of the thoughts and stories, and also what you take to be true. Black and white thinking, being able to find the gray in your thoughts, because the gray is the wisdom. Not being so quick to jump to an assumption or to a conclusion about someone or something or some experience, to really be able to take a different perspective. My friend brought up to me that I studied yoga with that there can be different perspectives when the waves are hitting you. This was an analogy our yoga teacher gave us, that you can be, in the waves taking it on, or you could have the perspective of the whale going deep into the emotion of it, or the albatross flying overhead and just viewing everything from a more witness perspective, whatever it might be. Maybe you're the air, and you're just moving and you're flowing above everything, and you are all of it, but you are none of it. Taking different perspectives, considering different perspectives, and that it's okay for there to be different perspectives and opinions in the world, else, we would all be homogenized and the same, and that's no fun anyway. The contrast and the differences are actually very beautiful, and they're wonderful, and to be more embracing, to be more inclusive, to allow for the growth of more love and more acceptance, so that people can shine and really show all of who they are and what they are. Yes? I also want to pull some cards for each element. Okay? So Earth is coming up, so we're going to go with Earth first. Just will be some brief messages for each element. And I may do another video where I go into more detail, perhaps with the zodiac signs. For now, let's just pull 2 cards for each element. So Earth, tapping into the Earth of you, allowing yourself to really be and rest and integrate information and emotions and all that's coming up, all that's arising, and to not try to deflect all of that, to really be able to sit with it. Okay, Earth. Child of the cosmos. Wonderful. I love that. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Wonderful. So don't forget your gifts. Don't forget your wisdom. Don't forget all of the wonderful qualities and skills that you have. Use those. Bring those to the world. Show them. Connect to your ancestors. Connect to God. Know that you have a strong connection that can be established because of the earth of you. Okay? The moon. I pulled the moon card. Defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. The nurturing of feelings caused by reactions. Okay. Really tuning more into your feelings and the information that they're giving you. I feel irritated by this person right now. Why? Why? I feel some anxiety building, like the emotions and the feelings, like really letting them give you information that go deeper, that go into roots of things that maybe you were just now sort of sensing, or you have been, but you haven't drawn, all of the conclusions. You haven't gotten all the threads and tied them all together yet. But things more so are coming together. Okay? Connecting you even more inside, making you feel more whole. Not feeling that you have to explain yourself or defend yourself or keep proving yourself. Okay? You don't have to do any of that this year. Just be. Just show up in all your wonderfulness that you are. Okay? That's for the earth. Fire. Fire's coming up, so we'll go with fire next. fire, like really not letting your fires get so that they build up and then they burst out of you, okay? And being more patient with the waters in you and the waters around you, because this is a water year, so that could be tough for the fire element sometimes. You want to move more quickly, you want to say things more abruptly, but you got to check yourself a little bit with that. You have to draw back inside of yourself a little bit more, examine some things and why it is you're so quick to do things. Where does that arise from? Okay. Portal. I pulled the card Portal. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards. Wild card. I like that. So really, yeah, depending on how you flow with the waters of this year, how you flow with the waters of yourself and all around you, that's going to direct and guide your path. And it can open certain portals or close certain doors, okay? So we want to be tuning into and using our intuition and not being so quick to react, and to really, again, just be witnessing and being and seeing which portals are opening for us through the choices that we're making, through the actions we continually take, through the habits, through the thoughts we continuously go to, okay? One of these cards as well. In Aries, fire card. Energies to meet the challenges of. Okay, and I've got, this is the third Aries card now. So Aries, any Aries placements, this could be a really big year for you. It could really make or break you, is what I'm hearing. Like, you could really be rising above a lot of things, a lot of circumstances, a lot of BS that you dealt with, and really using it now to your advantage, and really like channeling all of that energy and pow, like really putting your fires, you know, to good use, to something that's really going to open you up and open up portals for you, okay? This is fire placements in general, but Aries, you've come through really strong through this reading, so really use this year to your advantage. Do it your own way. Making your own way, not doing it the way that you've seen before, not always taking some sort of formula or system or whatever you've learned in the past and trying to make that your own. Just be yourself, be authentic, just show up. Huzzah, I'm here, okay? Okay, that's the fire element. We're gonna go with water next. Water's coming through. Using, you know, your waters for more psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, like really honing that this year. It's going to be really key for you and beneficial for you. And I'm sure a lot of you have already been doing that. And I'm just also creating psychic boundaries, you know. I want to be in my own energy. You know, I don't always want all the thoughts and all the collective things from other people. You know. Ancestors, guide me. God, guide me. I want to hear your voice. Show me. Starbathing. Love it. Starbathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Okay, perfect. Like I was just saying, really tapping into yourself, activating your superpowers, those psychic abilities. Knowing that the spirit world is there to help you. The ethereal world is there to help you. Your ancestors are there. This is for all of us, okay, but, you know, especially with those water placements, we can really tap into that to a deeper degree, to a greater degree, and we can really be there quickly, okay? Learning how to turn that on quickly, and also how to just be human, you know, not always have to go so deep. Having fun, being light, okay, really letting the waters of you move you in a fun way, in a playful way. Remember, one of the themes of this year is fun. So really tapping into the fun, to the play, to your inner child, activating things through listening to the inner child and doing things that the inner child really desires. Really tuning into that this year, okay? Also want to pull one of these cards for you. one of the karma cards. It's planets, houses, and signs, so astrology cards. The sixth house. Full-time job, serving, do it a little at a time. Service to others, what is good for us, your work. Okay, so really being more in tune with your purpose, your dharma, what it is you feel you're here to really do, the thing that always like nags at you but you kind of push it aside or you don't really do it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this is the thing that will make you money, but it's like you need to stop ignoring me. You need to stop pushing away this inspiration you feel or this desire you feel to be artistic or creative or whatever it is, okay? Whatever the thing is that you really love to do, it's calling you again. And it wants you to pick it back up. It wants you to practice it again. It wants you to be in tune with it and love it again and to really hone it again. And that eventually maybe this could make you money. Maybe this could then eventually be your full-time job, okay? But by ignoring it or suppressing it because you feel like, oh, this won't make me money or this isn't the way to go or, well, I've been doing this thing for so long, how could I possibly do this thing? Surrender all of that. Really let all that go and allow yourself to do the things that you love again. And forget about the outcome of it, okay? All right. Air. I'll take both of these because they both came out. The Sea of Mintaka and We the Hathors. So the Sea of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So the Shadow again. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. We the Hathors. So this could mean actual physical birth, but you know, definitely the birth of a new you, the spirit of who you really are coming forth and really nurturing that and allowing that to grow and to flourish, to see the potential in all of your actions and in your thoughts and the things that you get excited about, and to allow certain things to continue to surface for you that can then be healed and released so that it doesn't keep coming up so much in your mind and circulating in your thoughts all the time and affecting you. You're going to be able to really dissolve more of that this year if you haven't already. Okay? I also want to pull one of the astrology cards. In Gemini. Okay. Information to explain, communications about, resulting from the fluctuations of what you want to be known, what is believed about, use the quickest way. Fluctuations, so not attaching so much in the thoughts to certain fluctuations and experiences and emotions and things that are coming up, like when things come up, not pinpointing certain things and trying to put certain things in a box, allowing it to be free-flowing and to disperse again from your mind, to be clear in your communications this year and transparent in how you're communicating your emotions, getting better with this, honing this skill. This will be really beneficial for all of you air placements. Knowledge, information, wisdom, really integrating that and being able to explain it in a practical fashion and in a engaging fashion, okay? Because you do have things to share and to say, and so to continue to practice the skill of oration, of speaking, of presenting, but not in an authentic way. Obviously, in the most authentic way possible, and that this gets your message across in a better way. Okay? Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and may your year be blessed and be full of all the wonderful opportunities and blessings and magic that is in store for you, and that is your birthright. May you know love from within, and may you feel love all around you, and may you always know that you're never alone, that the fluctuations are just fluctuations, that it's not permanent. Water is all about flow, so that we can let things flow along, and that we don't have to attach ourselves to everything that comes into our field and that comes up for us. Knowing when to examine things, and then when to surrender it, when to release it. Loving on your emotions, being emotionally balanced, having fun this year, really being present, not allowing fear to take away your presence. So not allowing fear to place you in the past or project you in the future, really allowing yourself to just be, and to be present, and to enjoy, and to shine. You've got this. We all have got this, okay? Be strong, my loves. I know that you can, and I know that you have been, so continue to be strong. Continue to build the pillar of peace within you. Sending you much love now and always.